Trying to connect. Okay, fantastic.
Okay, let me do
Listen,
that. Hi there, we are on SBS Radio Live.
we're not on yet. And listen, have you got a spare pen or what?
I've got Henry.
Oh my goodness.
Henry,
Just call me Henry Roth, it's easier. Have you got your script?
Yeah, I've got my script.
You've got your script. Okay, so listen, keep to the script, okay? What time are we on?
We'll be on in 4 minutes.
How many minutes?
4.
4 minutes.
Yeah.
So listen, I really want to also, the most important thing is when you want to cut me tight, go like this. Don't interrupt me, and I'll do the same.
Okay.
I won't interrupt you.
Okay, just a
Okay?
second. Yes,
Excellent.
all right.
Right.
Okay, now,
and
Eva-
can I use your pen? Do you mind?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Now, Eva, I'm just double checking. Okay, so after Greg Collins, we have the Sting 11.
Yes,
Those going through procedures at SBS.
Have you got?
which is chained.
Yeah, it's chain. Now, let's do this. After this, the Hebrew program podcast.
Yes,
After the podcast, you can see the studio live guest.
which is not chained.
It's not chained because it's us.
No, I know.
Yeah,
But it's
good.
not chained with the sting. You wanted to chain with the
No. Because after the Sting, back to us,
Okay.
to the studio.
After the sting back to you.
After the Hebrew Promo Shalom Australia podcast English.
Sorry, so I've got a little
Okay.
4-second sting after this one.
So we're on. in
Yeah,
about
it's just a
5
second,
minutes.
Henry. So after Greg Collins, SBS Sting 11.
Yes,
And then we have Commercial Break podcast, Hebrew Promo Shalom Australia podcast English.
yes.
And then,
So do you want to stick between those?
no, I don't want.
So I should change.
Oh, it's not chained on you.
No.
Okay, yes.
What's better? Is it better that I'm here?
Yeah?
Let me just see.
Yes.
Ah, that's better.
Okay, just a second. Just
Okay, it's changed.
okay, good.
now.
So after the
After promo shalom,
back to us in the studio.
come back to you. And please remember, we still have the jingle for it.
Correct. So what we'll do between 12:30ish and 12:50, I'll tell you in English. Now we
Yeah.
go on a jingle break.
Yeah.
Now this is important. Remember the song I told you about?
The one we have it on hold.
Yes. Let's put it after the jingle.
After
3.
the jingle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because I tell you why. Because we need 3 minutes to make a phone call.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And take it around and take the podcast around. For all of you that are on, welcome. This is behind the scenes before we actually start our
Just
show.
a second.
The microphone, because I'm hearing you here with this one.
Oh, I understand. Yeah. Sorry. Is it better like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, where's my bag? Where did I put my bag?
I don't know. All right. So.
Amit, יש לי משהו בשבילך.
רק רגע. Okay, so since it's in English, Eva, you understand. Oh, good, thank you.
The Hebrew brothers. Yes. Finally, I remembered one each.
Oh,
My
your,
goodness.
your sister is online.
Who is?
Michelle, listen to SBS One via
She's
the
on.
internet.
She's listening live in New York City.
We've
What
got
do you mean?
FaceTime here.
New York City. Hey, we both got our kippas on.
Got Facebook or FaceTime?
It's Facebook, sorry.
Yeah, Facebook, live broadcast on Yiddish. On
How much longer? Amit?
It's actually on his Facebook, but it's on his. Yeah.
How much longer?
It's got a lot of following. How much longer?
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
2 minutes, and we're on.
I like your keeper.
Well, listen, but I remembered. Put yours down a
Look
little
what
bit
he
more.
wear. Eva.
Listen, I never wear it, but for the Hebrew brothers, I'm wearing it.
The microphone because I can't hear. Sorry, you have to talk to the microphone. I didn't hear.
Yeah, talk to the microphone.
Oh, sorry. Talk to the mic.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
fine.
better? Yes. Of course, because I jump around a lot, so I'll have to stop.
That's okay. That's
So what
Thank you so
I'll do,
much, Eva.
yeah, that's fine.
Eva, yeah.
We're almost done. This is the news, and then we're coming
Nice
on.
color, yeah.
That's New York City, by the way, my sister. We're global, my
Oh,
friend.
so maybe she
Well,
knows
of course it's
Gregor
global.
Collins. He lives
Huh?
in New York. Gregor Collins. Google Gregor Collins.
And remember, when you want to cut me like this, yes?
Yeah. So the song is cued after the jingle, yeah?
So the song will be after the jingle.
Yeah. So we have time to call, yeah. Okay, good.
Okay, let's. We're running late, so should we do this short and sharp?
Yeah.
Okay, but
I know.
not so sharp that I can't.
No, let's
'Cause
do it
when I
naturally.
rush,
Let's do it
it's not
naturally.
good on
Let's do
it.
it naturally, I know. So let's just, we've
Naturally.
got
Let's calm down
20
now.
minutes is a lot of time.
It's a hell of a long
It's a
time.
lot
So
of
let's
time.
just breathe.
And on radio, when I say 12:25, it's estimated. It's not exact.
Can Eva call up our connection and put her on already? Because she
When on the song, yes. During the song.
but she might go. She might, because I told her 12:20. It's now 12:31.
Well,
Can she not get online? Put your kippa on.
Okay, sorry.
It's the Hebrew brothers, remember?
The Hebrew brothers.
That looks good. I'm just worried she'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Our guest, she is lined up for 12:27. Okay.
It's fine, it's fine.
Yeah,
It's fine. Can you hear?
Very well.
Okay, so to you, and then comment and then break.
So back to me. After about 10 minutes, or 7 minutes, I will cue you for the jingle and song.
After the jingle.
Okay? And then we make a phone call. All good.
What are we doing? Are we going on straight after this?
Stand by.
Stand by. Are we going on?
Yeah.
So
Let me introduce you.
2 mics, 2 boys.
Okay, it's fine, it's fine. Okay. After this.
Okay, so we've got this song.
So you couldn't delete
No,
it?
no, after this.
Yeah. So after this. Okay.
Back to me, right? Yeah.
How long is this song?
Wait. No, there's not song, it's a promo. It's a promo.
Oh, it's a promo.
It's 30 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. I can see it here, it's fine.
Okay. What a promo. What's it
It's a
about?
30, no, there's... Okay. Yes, we are back here on SBS Radio, the English Hour. My name is Amit Rehak, and I'm presenting you this week instead of Nitza Lowenstein, she's on holiday, she's having fun somewhere. But it doesn't mean that we are not having fun here in the studio. So between now and the 12:50 hour Yiddish segment, we are back on air. And good afternoon, everyone, again. Good afternoon, Australia. We are back after the break. We are here right around Australia on SBS Radio and around the globe online. You can find us on SBS One, and you go to your Facebook or the internet and type in SBS Hebrew and listen to us live anywhere around the world. And it's time now to present you again with the Hebrew brothers with my co-host Henry Roth. Henry, welcome back.
Thank you very much, Amit. And let me say, you are quite the IT expert and a pleasure to be a co-host with. And I'm really excited about the Hebrew brothers. What do we have this week? What's going on?
Wow, we are going to be talking about so many things, Henry, and some of the cutting-edge stuff that's happening in Israel and impacting the world. Now, after the break, with the music later that I know you will love, Henry, because you love this type of music, Israeli music,
I do.
we will talk to Sacha Kaluri, sorry. She's actually a most respected authority on teenage relations and anti-bullying.
She's quite an extraordinary authority. She's an author.
Amazing.
And I think bullying, Hitler was the ultimate bully that murdered 6 million Jews. So I think it's very pertinent that we talk to her today. That's why it's cutting edge.
So we will talk with her
Indeed.
in a few minutes. But before that, Henry,
Yes, Amit.
before that, I would like to speak to you about a few hot topics.
Come on, let's
Of
do
the
it.
week.
Hot topics.
Now, because you're my Hebrew brother, you should know what we're
With
talking
kippahs
about.
on. We've both got kippahs on.
We have kippah, and they can watch us actually live on Facebook. So if you jump into Facebook,
Henry Weinreich Roth,
Roth,
then you will see us
then you will
live.
see us
with our
live on
kippot.
Facebook, correct. Now, Henry, I would like to ask you a
Yes.
question about Iran.
Mm-hmm.
If you saw the news, and I spoke about this
Yes.
in the previous hour in Hebrew,
Yes.
the Mossad had one of his most amazing operations in Iran.
Look, Entebbe was extraordinary, but this is out of control. Amazing.
But
This is
let
sci-fi,
me
isn't it?
remind our listeners,
Okay.
the Mossad, the Israeli Mossad, stole the Iranian nuclear plant under their nose. It sounds kind of a comedy, isn't it?
Well, look, I think the bottom line for me is that it proves what Netanyahu was saying, that they're absolutely having capabilities of nuclear war. As a Hebrew brother, I want to see peace. So although Netanyahu definitely showed up what Iran is all about to the world, I think he's doing that in the name of peace. We just want shalom.
Do you think it was a right decision for Netanyahu to actually reveal that the Mossad is behind? Because some people say it wasn't a good idea.
I know. Obviously, the opposition party is saying that was a very bad move for Israel, that we showed our strongest hand. You know, I think Netanyahu is internationalizing Israel. You can criticize, you don't have to criticize. Bottom line, he did it. It's out there in the open. He's come out of the nuclear closet, if you like.
Yes.
And I think it was a huge move for Israel.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Let's move to the next topic I
Yes.
would like to discuss with you. And it's a huge, big event happening in Israel right now.
Indeed.
And it's called the Giro d'Italia. Henry, what do you think about that?
I think that Israel's year this year has been extraordinary with the anniversary Yom Ha'atzmaut, some of the biggest expenditure that Israel's ever made, and now this is the biggest sporting event that Israel has
Now,
ever undertaken.
share with our listeners, what is the Giro d'Italia?
Okay, so this is a huge event. This is like the Tour de France, but this is the obviously the Italian version. And the gentleman that was involved with this is Sylvan Adams, a Canadian-Israeli real estate developer. Do you know how much they've invested in this?
How much?
10 million euro.
What?
And I guess
Euro.
And you know who was in the shidduch? You know who came in with him?
Who?
The Israeli government. Because
Really?
apparently last year, 840 million viewers across the globe through the entire gyro of the bike race.
Wow.
Even Netanyahu on a promo, I don't know if you saw it, he got on the bike, maybe running away from Sarah, I don't know.
But it's a huge,
massive.
it's a huge, it's all around Israel.
Well, it starts in Jerusalem, and the government insisted it wasn't going to be called West Jerusalem. It was Jerusalem that they start from. They go all the way up to Haifa, through Tel Aviv, down to Beersheba. Can you imagine what this does for Israel? But what about Israeli
Traffic. How about traffic?
Get off the road! Get off the road, right? It's like,
Actually, you're
yalla.
right, because Israel is such a small country,
Yeah.
and to create such a huge event,
They
which
cut off
is
roads, I mean.
it's enormous. I
Can
mean,
you imagine the tooting? Can you imagine? Yalla, I'm important. Get off the road. I don't care if you're a gyro
the way
racer.
the Israelis speak sometimes, it's yalla yalla. But anyway, Henry, let's
Yes.
go on a short break, because our
Sure.
next guest
Yes.
is a really special guest, and we will talk about bullying,
Yes.
and we will discuss all these sort of things.
Racism,
Race,
anti-Semitism, and where
exactly.
we stand in Australia at the moment.
Exactly, and of course the Jewish connection
Yes,
to our community.
absolutely.
Now we'll go on a short jingle break and a song, and we'll be right back.
That was fantastic.
Okay.
Were you happy with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we have to change we have
Yeah.
to move the podcast so we can hear Sacha.
yeah,
We're
now-
just moving the camera angle so you can hear Sacha. Were you happy with that?
Okay, now how was it so far? Good, yeah.
Phenomenal. That's our best ever.
Actually, I know.
Because you rehearsed. Do you want to take the camera so it goes around?
Yes.
I meet the phone. We have to take this around.
We are
so you can
moving
hear
you.
our,
We are
interviewer.
Okay.
So hold on. That was the best
Okay,
ever. we've
just
ever
wait.
done.
I know.
Best ever.
Okay, we're going now to the other studio. Henry,
Can you hear?
what happened here?
Oh, what did you do?
Nothing.
Get off. I don't know what we've done here. Yeah, it's still watching. Okay, so just make sure it's on.
Yeah.
Just exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Hello. Sorry. I'll put the camera here because I have a phone interview, so I want the camera to hear the phone. Do you know what I mean? Is it okay?
Yeah, it's okay, but
I mean, you have to be quiet.
Yeah,
I
we'll be
mean,
quiet.
sorry, it's in about 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah, it's a short interview.
That's fine.
Thank you. Otherwise, there's no way to hear what we talk about.
Ah, because you've got
The headphones,
on.
yes.
Yeah, that's right, that's right. Do you want me to go?
So,
I can be quiet. I mean, please don't. But it's not yet, is it?
yeah. How about we play the jingle now?
We've already
There is
done
no
it.
more jingles.
There's no more jingle.
okay, cool.
Yeah, it's only the song.
Okay, good.
So the next few
Okay, now I need you to call to this number.
So the,
She'll be on air.
what time?
No.
Now?
Her name is Sacha. Yay. So good. It's all under control.
So you speak with her,
Oh, we are.
and then I'll take the calls.
Yeah, I'm calling you now.
Hello, everybody. Because this is a phone interview,
It's, Amit from
we're
SBS.
putting it in a different studio so you can hear it. Hi, Jane. Speak to you in a second.
So we'll put you on hold, and you'll be able to hear the song, and then we'll call you and we'll have the chat for 5 minutes, okay? Great. Okay, hold on the line. Thank you. Thanks. Okay, put them on hold. Great.
Don't hang up.
Okay, can I go back? It's all right. It's working. So yeah, maybe the speakers a little bit.
Not now. Now she's on the phone, but later on, yes. Oh, you okay? Because you're already rolling.
Sorry?
You already connected with the.
Yeah. She's waiting on the line.
No. The recording.
Yeah, it's a recording. Okay, we just heard a beautiful song by Ivry Liddell. It's a beautiful song, isn't it?
Oh my God, that's such a gorgeous
That's
song.
Israel for you. That's the type of song you hear in Israel. You know, that's.
It's mesmerizing.
Okay.
That's how I learned my Hebrew, by the way.
Really?
Through pop songs, yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
beautiful. Okay, now Henry, would you like to introduce our next guest, which is waiting already on the line?
Look, I just can't wait. Sacha Kaluri is a motivational speaker. She speaks in more than 100 schools, Amit, per year across Australia. She's the author or co-author of an international bestseller, The Two Worlds of Your Teenager. She's a co-host, creator and producer of the Sonya and Sacha Show with her best friend, Sonya Karras, of 18 years. She's actually a United Nations official Australian ambassador for Women's Entrepreneurship Day. She has a column in the Herald Sun and writes for 108 Fairfax newspapers. We're here to talk about teenage bullying. A big applause to Sacha Kaluri. Welcome.
What a big, we
Intro.
hear a big buzz. Sasha.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon,
Oh,
Sasha.
thank you so much. Sometimes I even shock myself with that resume. I think, where did I fit that in? And 2 kids and a husband and, running a family. So sometimes I don't know what you're actually talking about there.
Sasha, that's quite a biography you have. It's quite amazing. In your career, how many schools would you say you have visited and presented at?
Oh, wow. You're making me do some serious maths here.
Of course we are. It's 100 a year.
100 a year, 18 years. So
Wow.
figure it out. And, some years there's probably been more. Some years we can, some days I can do 3 a day. And sometimes I'll do a couple a week. And depending on different groups, like it might be, sometimes I'll do a whole lot of different groups within one school. So I'd say I probably have spoken to more than 1 million teenagers in my career.
Excuse me, 1 million.
Yeah, and I'd have to say, at such a wide variety, like I speak in, from the richest of the rich schools to the poorest of the poor, to all denominations, religious denominations of schools. And also, like I've worked a long time in juvenile detention centres as well, right across Australia. Like I've visited every state and territory within Australia.
Sasha,
a lot.
what is the main topics you touch on when you present to the students?
So I have a whole range of topics that are my kind of specialty that I talk about. Bullying and cyberbullying is one of my topics. I speak about careers and how is it that you choose the career of your dreams. Talk about teamwork, leadership, body image, stress management. They're all my topics that I speak. Really are all about employment. How is it that you get a job? How do you start from scratch, really?
Sasha, I want to ask you, because obviously we're Jewish people and we embrace all races, all religions. We are mutually respectful, and I know so much about you and the fact that you push that and you really emphasize it. And I'm really interested to know how big an issue is bullying. Do you come across, 1 million students? Who would not know except you?
Yeah, thank you, Andrew. Yeah, good question.
It's so out of control, really, with young people right now, because it's not just that they're being, like, if you think about when we were bullied, I was bullied at school, so if you think about when you go back to us going to school, I was only bullied from 9 till 3:15, 5 days a week. But these young people can now, it's relentless. It literally goes round the clock. Like, you can get a text message in the middle of the night. You can turn on your Facebook or your Instagram or your Snapchat, and there it is. There's stuff coming at you. So it's almost like there's not a break from it. And it's just that young people are just, they're not having any space to get away from it. So that's why the issues are so much bigger now. Because
So the question
there's no space to get away from
Yeah,
it.
Henry.
I think the question is, as we build up to this question, there's no doubt about it, Sasha. I would say that Hitler was the most heinous bully in the world. 6 million exterminated Jews, gays, you name it. But I just wonder how closely connected is that to racism in your experience,
Look,
to be honest.
I'm a big one. Look, there's always racism that is huge. And I'm a big one in saying what goes on in our families at home actually is what is portrayed out there in the schoolyard as well. Because if you're at home and you're hearing all of these different things, I mean, like a perfect example is what's been going on with, Apex and, young people with, like home invasions and that sort of stuff. And now we're getting kids from Sudan and South Sudan that are being targeted at schools because there's a minority group of young people that are making people scared in Melbourne. And it is a real issue that we are actually having. But now little kids, and then what happens within families, they'll talk about it and literally just put everybody into that same melting pot. And that's not true at all because there's good and bad in every race and religion. So you can't possibly say that it's one. And then what will happen is that, it gets onto the media, then people start talking about it at home, and then kids go to school, and then, next thing you'll get a preppy that'll start, putting each other down. I don't want to play with you because you're this and you're that. It's only because they've been hearing about it at home. So I'm really conscious about what we speak about in front of not only our teenagers, but also our little kids as well.
Now, Sacha, we have only 3 minutes left because we have to move on to our next segment. But last question, if you could answer me in short. Have you ever come across anti-Semitic behavior at schools, and what can be done about that?
Just generally, what can be done about racism? You've built a big picture of things to be concerned about. As Amit said, what can be done about if there is anti-Semitism, racism? What is in your knowledge? What can we do?
Exactly.
It's very concerning.
Well, okay, have I ever come across it where specifically against Jewish people? No, not necessarily.
That's good.
But have I come across it where, I obviously get teenagers in their best time, so I get to talk to them about the real issues of life and where I get to talk. So then if they walk away and I hear that, it's kind of like, hey, I've just had this conversation with you about this. Why would you do that?
In a minute, Sacha, what can be done about it?
What can be done about it? Positive conversations at home. It's about home. It's got to be at home, talking about it at home. If you're coming from a household that's talking about racism, then you're going to put that out to the world at school. That's just a blanket statement of how it is, because you repeat your behaviour of what's going on with your parents.
Understood. Well, for all things Sacha and Sonya, go on to Sonya and Sacha, making the tough stuff easy on their Facebook.
Yeah, the Facebook page, of course. You've got a Facebook page. It's called Sonya. Yeah, go on to Sonya and Sacha. Is this the name?
Yeah, absolutely. You can look me up under Sacha Kaluri, my name, under Facebook, Instagram. We've got a podcast, just through Podcast One right now.
So all I can say is this, it's really food for thought, but the good news is it all starts at home, and that's why these conversations with the Hebrew brothers is essential. Thank you for coming on.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Sacha, thank you so much for being with us here today, and thanks again. We will now cross and go and hear from our Yiddish report. Let's do it.
SBS Radio, broadcasting in Yiddish.
Radio SBS. Ihr hört jetzt das Programm in Jiddisch.
I'll take it now.
So back to you?
No, go straight to
go straight,
Alex.
okay.
Alex Tefner report.
Okay. שלום עליכם, ברוכים הבאים. Yuriki reporting.
Wow.
We heard everything.
That was a really strong one.
It's still on.
Thank you, everybody, for listening, and have a good afternoon. Say goodbye, Amit. That
Bye,
was
see ya.
a massive Hebrew Brothers. How do you feel after that?
The Hebrew brother!
Unbelievable. Take it
Bye.
easy.